Hey, welcome back to our Achievement Hunter series, aimed at smiting the Barrens gameplay achievements. We've stabbed our way through the Warrior, Warlock, Shaman, and Rogue achievements up till now, and this time there are 3 Priest achievements desperate for our attention. Let's get into it. This should be interesting. For today's video, we're covering the following 3 Priest achievements. 2 health bars, which asks us to restore 40 health to heroes in 1 game as Priest. Why can't I hold all these cards? Ultimately requiring us to start 50 turns with a full hand as Priest. And blood donation, necessitating that we use Serena Bloodfeather to attack and kill a minion, which she drained 5 times. It's not necessary that we win the games played to complete these, so we can approach these with unorthodox strategies when it makes things more interesting or efficient. Our guides always include timestamps for each achievement and deck codes for each deck mentioned in the description in case you'd like to skip to one you're looking for. One quick note I should mention is that we completed the achievements before the Hysteria nerf, but most of the gameplay you'll see used post-nerf Hysteria, and it still felt powerful, so there's no need to swap it unless you're really struggling. Now, let's feast upon these achievements. Let's start off with the achievement connected to what used to be the main identity of Priest, healing a lot. 2 health bars expects us to heal a bunch in a single game. The name of the achievement suggests Blizzard may be expecting us to use cards like Desperate Prayer. However, almost any control priest with a few spell generation cards such as Sethek Veilweaver, Palm Reading, and Renew probably won't have a problem generating even more healing to complete this when facing another control deck. However, we decided to stack the odds in our favor while playing this ridiculously fun meme deck, Menagerie of Healing. This deck includes the burst healing combo of Blademaster Samuro and Apotheosis alongside Alexstrasza and Light Shower Elemental. And since Light Shower Elemental is an elemental and Alexstrasza is a dragon, we decided to toss in a few other minion types excelling at stall or resource generation alongside N'Zoth, God of the Deep. Our win rate with the deck ended up below 40%, but the game we pulled off this achievement, we ended up healing heroes for 85 health, more than double the amount required for the achievement. That did involve 3 Alexstrazzas with help from Draconic Studies generating skeletal dragons, but this deck can really pump out the healing against opponents who don't overwhelm you right away or concede when they realize you're a control priest. Now, if you're looking for a budget deck to pull this off with, this rare core healing deck can get the job done. It'll probably take a few extra games to piece all the healing together, but it shouldn't take too long. Though if you do have access to Blademaster Samuro, he'll pair extremely well with Apotheosis to speed this up by leaps and bounds. And if you're looking for a reliable way to pull this off in Wild, Reno Jackson is the master of restoring tons of health to heroes. To improve the amount of health Reno can heal at once, we went ahead and merged Reno Raza Priest with the Death Rattle Quest Priest, as the reward will increase your health to 40. I don't believe Amara's effect counts as healing, so you probably want to use Seance on Reno or one of the Death Rattle minions, but the extra health will give you more room to play with the powerful healing tools in the deck. Just don't shuffle 2 Reliquary Primes into your deck at once, or Reno will fizzle out. And once you've healed enough to complete the achievement, or if you need to damage yourself to get that last bit of healing necessary from a Kartut Defender, you can transform into Shadow Reaper Anduin and send the damage wherever needed. It was kind of fun to revisit Raza Priest after such a long time. Please don't send too much hate our way for saying that. Anyways, these were some of the most effective ways we found to take advantage of 2 health bars. Good luck. Next up, we're looking for a blood donation. Serena Bloodfeather is a required card for this achievement, so if you don't have her, you'll want to build a control style deck in duels aimed at getting her from the in control buckets. It's possible to draft her in Arena as well, but getting her in Arena means it may be challenging to do the second part required for the achievement, having Serena attack and kill the minions she drained. On the latter, and in duels, you can include cards like Animated Broomstick or Rocket Og Merchant to give Serena rush immediately after playing her, allowing her to rush and kill the minion immediately. And that's precisely how we completed the achievement with this Venomous Bloodfeather Priest. We built this deck early on to combine the achievement to kill drained minions with Serena, together with the Venomous Scorpid achievement. Raise Dead allowed us to get Serena and Animated Broomstick back together once or twice, so this deck allowed us to pull off both achievements rather quickly. However, Venomous Scorpid has become quite popular in a number of decks, and Control Priest decks have become quite a bit more refined than this homebrew deck. It was a fun way to get to Cthulhu, but the win rate was atrocious. So we'd actually recommend using this slightly modified Control Priest from HS Replay. We just dropped Mindrender Elucia from the deck, as she had the worst win rate for the deck by a long shot. And in her place, we put in a second Animated Broomstick to improve the consistency of being able to rush Serena in immediately. This deck includes Venomous Scorpid and Raise Dead 2, meaning you can get dual progress with this deck as well. If you really wanted to throw a curveball at the deck, you could swap in a couple Youthful Brewmasters, but since you only have to attack and kill 5 drained minions with Serena, it's probably not worth it. Enjoy draining the blood from your enemies. And finally, it looks like we're having hand space issues. The third Priest achievement is, why can't I hold all these cards? There's no specific card from the Barrens that seems to support this one, unless you're really lucky and your Soothsayer's Caravan doesn't fall apart right away. But with all the card generation cards in Priest, alongside Sethekk Veilweaver, it's not difficult to end your turn with 9 or 10 cards on a regular basis. And yes, if you end your turn with 9 cards and draw into your 10th card at the start of your turn, it counts, so you don't actually have to burn any cards. One of the most effective decks at capitalizing on Sethekk Veilweaver's abundant card generation potential is Rally Priest. This Rally Unending Priest deck from HS Replay is a relatively fun way to dive down the rabbit hole of endless card generation. Gift of Luminance on Sethekk Veilweaver will cause your hand to overflow quite quickly, so you'll want discounts from Nazmani Bloodweavers as well whenever possible. Now, it is fun to see what that deck can generate, but I'm also a fan of working towards guaranteed outcomes, so we actually completed this achievement with this Rally to Cthulhu deck for a fun finisher. If you do decide to go with this one, just be sure to end your turn with 9 cards in hand instead of 10, or you risk burning your pieces of Cthulhu. Of course, if you're looking to raise 2 birds with 1 spell, you could play this Blood of the Caravan deck. The Priest Caravan might be difficult to keep alive, just like all the rest of the caravans, but there is a neutral achievement to start 100 turns with a caravan. And with Gift of Luminance to copy the caravan and give it Divine Shield, as well as ways to summon extra statted versions from Blood of Cthulhu and Idol of Isharj, it's possible to start turns every now and then with a caravan or 2 on the board, giving you one more way to start your turn with 10 cards in hand. Rally is pretty awesome when you've got the Reliquary, Caravan, and Bloodweaver all in the pool. Now, this deck won't be as reliable at completing this particular achievement as the other Rally or even Control decks running Sethekk Veilweaver, but you can get dual achievement progress, and it's hilarious when you fill the board with multiple high-statted caravans. Have fun with this one. And that's a wrap. If you found this helpful, drop a like. When enough people rally around the like button, the YouTube algorithm takes notice. As you could guess, we'll be doing guides for all the rest of the Forged in the Barrens gameplay achievements as well, so be sure to check back soon, or subscribe, because we make auspicious content. Also, if you have any questions or suggestions, let us know in the comments, and if watching content live is your thing, check out our stream at twitch.tv/SSAlchemist. We currently stream on Saturdays and Sundays. And remember, you're awesome. Thank you for watching, and have an awesome day.
Strength and honor. This is who we are.